Joe Rogan recently dropped explosive hints about Diddy potentially exposing hidden secrets involving powerful Hollywood elites. On a bombshell episode of his podcast, Rogan and guest Israel Adesanya drew jaw-dropping parallels between Diddy and the notorious Jeffrey Epstein, suggesting a scandal that could shake Hollywood to its core. With arrest warrants reportedly circling some of the biggest names, Rogan urged Diddy to break his silence on these alleged connections and expose the full extent of the crimes. Could this be the beginning of Hollywood's most shocking downfall yet? Speculation is mounting that Diddy could soon reveal Hollywood's darkest secrets to save himself, with Joe Rogan suggesting the music mogul may start naming names, potentially taking down some of the industry's biggest players. Rogan emphasized that, unlike Epstein, who took his secrets to the grave, Diddy might be the one to shatter Hollywood's silence. He warned that those who attended Diddy's notorious parties should be very concerned. Months before Diddy's arrest, Rogan and comedian Andrew Schulz speculated that FBI raids on Diddy's properties might not solely be aimed at him, but could be strategic moves by powerful elites to protect their own interests. With serious allegations now surfacing, the pressure is on, and Diddy may become Hollywood's ultimate whistleblower. Some speculate that recent FBI raids on Diddy's properties were less about justice and more about concealing evidence that could implicate Hollywood's elite in his alleged illegal activities. Adding intrigue, Joe Rogan mentioned Prince Harry as a possible connection, suggesting that Diddy's network might extend deep into influential circles. With Hollywood's darkest secrets possibly at risk of exposure, Rogan hinted that this scandal could rival the impact of Epstein's case. The truth may be closer than we think. Clive Davis, the legendary music mogul behind icons like Whitney Houston, played a critical role in Diddy's rise. As Davis mentored Diddy through the launch of Bad Boy Records, he became one of Diddy's biggest advocates. Yet, with Diddy's recent legal troubles, Davis has distanced himself, even claiming he hardly knows him, an unusual stance from someone who once celebrated Diddy as a protégé. Vocal industry critic Jaguar Wright has suggested that Davis's influence might extend beyond business, hinting that Diddy's alleged criminal behavior may be linked to his mentor's guidance. Meanwhile, Jermaine Dupri, another music icon and longtime friend of Diddy's, has remained loyal, calling the FBI raid unnecessary and overhyped and dismissing the allegations as something wealthy figures often face. However, his defense has raised eyebrows, especially as Bow Wow recently mentioned missing Diddy's infamous parties, fueling even more rumors about what really went on behind closed doors. Then there's Dr. Dre, whose relationship with Diddy has always been complex. Known for his reserved stance on controversies, Dre's connection to Diddy now places him in a curious position as these allegations unfold. Could Hollywood be on the brink of its next major reckoning? Despite a history of collaboration and friendship, Dr. Dre and Diddy faced a major rift in 2014, when actor Tyrese Gibson leaked details of Dre's $3.2 billion Beats deal with Apple in a social media video. Diddy quickly alerted Dre's business partner Jimmy Iovine about the leak, which ultimately cost Dre $200 million. Though the two reconciled and were even seen working together in 2022, Dre has maintained silence amid Diddy's current legal troubles, perhaps due to his own legal issues. Fueling the intrigue, Suge Knight recently hinted that both Dre and Diddy might be involved in a secret society, adding to the speculation around their circles. Russell Simmons, a longtime mentor to Diddy, co-founded Def Jam Recordings and launched some of hip-hop's biggest names. He defended Diddy after the FBI raided his home, going live on Instagram to call out those who were quick to condemn Diddy. However, Simmons himself faces serious allegations of misconduct which have impacted his reputation. He currently resides in Bali, which lacks an extradition treaty with the US, as he reportedly faces legal actions related to defamation. Observers suggest that Simmons' influence may not have been entirely positive, with Diddy's former bodyguard alleging that Simmons and other industry figures shaped Diddy's behaviors and attitudes. Another prominent figure linked to Diddy is Anna Wintour. Known as a fashion icon and tastemaker, Wintour has been instrumental in elevating Diddy's status in the fashion world. She's opened doors for him, granting him visibility in major fashion publications and influencing his brand. However, as Diddy's legal challenges intensify, Wintour has remained silent, especially as speculation swirls during Paris Fashion Week, where rumors suggest she's frustrated by the association. Jay-Z, a loyal friend to Diddy since the early 90s, has been by his side through countless milestones. They share a deep personal and professional bond, shaped by New York's vibrant rap scene. Yet, amid Diddy's mounting legal woes, even Jay-Z has chosen not to comment, keeping his distance from the growing controversy. As Diddy's empire teeters on the edge, these influential connections from Dre and Simmons to Wintour and Jay-Z illustrate the complex relationships surrounding him. The question remains, will Hollywood's elite continue to support Diddy, or could this be the moment that finally brings down the house of cards? The recent footage of Diddy's emotional reaction to a potential life sentence has gone viral, leaving fans shocked at this raw display of vulnerability. As a judge in New York set May 5, 2025, as the trial date, the weight of his legal battle became clearer. Diddy, currently in custody, faces severe charges including trafficking and misconduct, alleged to be part of a criminal enterprise involving the exploitation of women. The indictment accuses him of orchestrating events where participants were coerced or pressured, with claims that he leveraged his power and wealth to maintain control and silence over his alleged victims. If convicted on all charges, Diddy could face a minimum of 15 years to life imprisonment. Diddy's defense team is fighting back, alleging government leaks that they say have tarnished his reputation and damaged his chances for a fair trial. His attorneys claim these leaks have fueled pre-trial publicity, making it challenging to secure impartiality in court. They've filed motions requesting that further evidence not be shared with the media, positioning this as a tactic to discredit the prosecution's credibility. Despite his cooperation and surrendering to authorities, his defense argues that the government has wrongfully portrayed him as a flight risk. In the meantime, Diddy is being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, a facility notorious for its poor conditions and overcrowding. His lawyers report troubling issues like inadequate medical care, extreme temperatures, and frequent altercations, which they argue could have a detrimental effect on his mental health as he prepares his defense. For now, Diddy is under constant surveillance, a far cry from his former life of luxury. As his trial date approaches, the music industry watches closely, with many wondering if this could signify the fall of Diddy's empire. The coming months will reveal if his legal team can counter the evidence presented, or if this case will set a precedent, underscoring that even the most powerful are not above the law. Diddy's current life at the Metropolitan Detention Center (MDC) starkly contrasts with his former luxury. Now, he endures standard, often unappealing, prison meals like scrambled eggs, chicken wraps, chili mac, and even cheese pizza on weekends. His options for variety are limited to basic commissary items, a far cry from his accustomed gourmet lifestyle. Diddy's routine is strictly regulated, with early wake-ups, restricted shower access, and limited privileges like 300 minutes of phone calls and monitored email. His clothing consists of standard prison uniforms and used undergarments, a jarring contrast to the designer attire he once wore. In an unexpected turn, recent footage allegedly shows Diddy, Barack Obama, and Kamala Harris in what some claim to be a satanic ritual, sparking conspiracy theories. Though the image's authenticity remains unverified, it has fueled online debates, with users speculating on high-profile connections amidst Diddy's legal woes. Social media buzz heightened after a digitally altered image shared by Donald Trump depicted Harris and Diddy together, further feeding the frenzy. Although later deleted, it's part of a broader trend of deepfake and disinformation tactics emerging in the 2024 election cycle, raising concerns over media manipulation. Adding to the intrigue, a trafficking survivor named Allison Carter has come forward with disturbing claims about Diddy's infamous white parties. Carter alleges these gatherings involved dark, ritualistic acts and exploitation, especially of minors. Her statements have stirred significant public reaction, with supporters applauding her bravery and shedding light on a darker side of celebrity culture. As more details emerge, the entertainment industry faces tough questions about complicity, accountability, and the hidden lives of the powerful. Allison Carter's story underscores the emotional and physical toll survivors of trafficking endure, and her recent comments on Diddy's legal troubles have brought renewed attention to her journey. Carter shared her disbelief at Diddy's arrest, saying, "I never thought it would happen." Following her media exposure in 2020, Carter faced severe challenges, even losing her home as she tried to rebuild her life. Her attempts to take legal action against Riverside County Child Protective Services, whom she accuses of playing a role in her trafficking, have reportedly been ignored, deepening her distrust of support systems meant to aid survivors. Carter cautions other survivors about certain hotlines, hinting they may not be as trustworthy as they appear. She described any money tied to her silence, or that of others, as blood money, highlighting her desire for genuine support from individuals, not large entities. With Joe Rogan's recent comments speculating on Diddy's alleged ties to powerful networks, Do you think he could be onto something? Share your thoughts below, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest uploads.